What's up, everybody? We're at a new park today. We're at Joyland, which is Changzhou, China. I forgot where it was, but this is quite the entrance coming into this place. Beautiful fountains up front, and of course, typical of China, the scale of everything. I can't relay that enough. Everything's just bigger. It may not have as much in the way of immersion and like full-blown detailing, but also it will have that at times as well. Like some of the statues and everything, like at the first place in Suzhou that we stopped at yesterday to do Beyond the Cloud. Just they had these wild animal mythical creatures that were everywhere. Just really cool. But also ended up going to what was the place with Falcon? It's a Sunak Land, not Wuxi. Yeah, Sunak Land Wuxi. That didn't get any video there because that was quite the experience getting out there with just with the taxi situation, Uber situation. Didn't have DD properly set up, or I thought I did before coming out here. It did work for me 4 years ago, did not this time around. So I've basically been having to nearly bribe taxis to take me places, or even finding them has just been next to impossible because pretty much everybody books them online. So it's been really challenging. And when you try to give them an address, it doesn't really translate the same way over. So Google Maps doesn't work in China. Apple does, but again, everything that shows up on our phones is not what they see on their GPS here in China. So it's extremely challenging. And when I took a cab from actually it was a DD car, like an Uber car, but it wasn't a metered fare. So I had to pay the guy, pretty much we negotiated up front what it would be to get out there, and ended up being a lot longer. It was basically, I'm gonna need an extra and all that. And finally at the end, where I'm thinking we're near the place, I can't even see Falcon, can't see the park. I end up at this forest, a historic center with the temples and everything, and going to walk up and pay. And I'm like, I guess there's maybe a park behind that giant mountain over there. And so I'm going to pay. I'm like, well, coaster, and it's like, yeah, it's not working. And then I finally show a picture, thank you RCDB, showing the right pictures of Falcon. They're like, no, bouillon, which means no. And they do this big arm motion, like, no, it's over there. And I'm like, all right, I'll start going over there. Well, a mile and a half later, I finally do pick up on the place, and all right, I see Falcon. Okay, good, we're getting somewhere. But how do I get in this park? Now, mind you, it's this giant city block area, and I start think like a square, right? And I start off on one corner, and I can go either or direction. And I start going to the left. I'm like, oh, this doesn't feel right. There's nothing but shops up front, and this looks like a big retail center, and who knows? But I could see Falcon going the other direction. It's like, well, maybe I'll keep walking that way, walk towards where you can see the coaster, you'll be all right. Well, I start to proceed going down that way, and no BS, 5 miles. I end up doing an entire square around the entire perimeter of the park to finally come back around, and it empties out to where there's a this huge mall, and the mall's like Sunak Mall, right? And I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's through the mall. So I was glad to get into the mall because it's AC, but by that point, I look like I've been at a water park because I'm completely drenched head to toe, just soaking wet. Thank God I bought 2 good-sized bottles of water at Suzhou Forest Land because I was already cramping up and fully dehydrated nearly. And get inside the mall, and I'm start seeing signs for Sunak Ocean Park. I'm like, okay, well, ocean, maybe it's themed to oceans. Or water themed. You can see Falcon. It's going over a lake, and they got a pirate theme around the whole place and everything. So I was like, okay, maybe that's it. I walk in to a giant aquarium, and yeah, that's not the coaster park. So I blow through that really quick, exit out back in the mall, and I show somebody working at the mall, hey, basic pictures of Falcon. Go where is this? And they do the arm motion, oh, outside and then to the left. So I go out the mall and to the left, and I'm basically looking at what would have been the area if I started off in that first direction, heading left, and I said turn right. And yeah, I finally see the entrance into what was the name of the place? Sunak Wuxi, and get in there, and it's baking hot. It was over 100 degrees. Park was absolutely dead as well. So that's kind of a common theme right now. I don't know if it's because of the heat or also these parks do get slam busy. This is China after all, but I think that they kind of get busy around the holiday time. So there are like 3 major holidays in China, and one of them is coming up in 2 weeks. So I bet a lot of people are waiting for that and kind of waiting, planning those trips, kind of like how some of the magic weeks that we have for in the coaster community for good times to be at parks, like the weekend before Labor Day weekend, right? Like that's a great one to go visit, like one of the big parks like Cedar Point, Silver Dollar City, those places. And I think I may be in one of those lulls, right? And so, because check this out, now moving back to Joyland, right? Let me go ahead and pivot this around. This is the parking lot. It's completely empty. There's like nobody here. I don't even think the park's open yet. There's no one really even queued to go in. And this place is huge. So I had the taxi driver actually take me to that hotel first as a drop-off point, because that was a definite known location in maps. And a beautiful hotel. Went inside the lobby really quick, but also I'm going to use that as my pickup to then go to China Dinosaur Land, which for y'all, if y'all know, that's where Dinaconda's at. And I'm going to hit that up later today. But this is just wild because these parks are not small. These are big, big places, and there is nobody here. So I'm not in this mad rush like I was yesterday to rope drop Beyond the Cloud, because I mean, frankly, I probably could have showed up at any time and just walked on like I did ride after ride after ride. And I got 20 rides in on Beyond the Cloud. It was freaking wild, just stupid hot. So I'm confident that I rode it and Falcon as well at their peak with as hot as it was yesterday. You could even see the urethane on the road wheels on Falcon, like actually compressing a good bit. And just like that like a little squeaky sound, funny squeaky sound, like, Christmas Vacation style, right? That thing was moving. I'll have to come back here and maybe do a review on that. But we're gonna hit up the next big B&M over here, bucket list. We got a Starry Sky Ripper. There you go. Basically, this thing is a B&M flyer that looks crazy whippy. Not that long. It's like 2,700 feet long, but it packs in some really tight elements that a lot of people compare to like some elements like on Flying Dinosaur, which haven't been on. We'll be getting there in October. Can't wait for that. And so yeah, basically in this little greater area of Wuxi, just about a couple hour train ride from Shanghai, you have probably 2 of the big bucket list B&M coasters in all of China with Falcon and Starry Sky Ripper. And then, of course, Beyond the Cloud. And then later today, up in, not Changzhou. We're in Changzhou now. North. We'll put it that way. We got Dinaconda. So really excited about that. I'm going to probably spend 2.5, 3 hours here, basically till about noon. It's about 45-minute ride from here up to Dinosaur Land, and I'm gonna close out the day up there. And yeah, let's see what this place has to offer. I'm in no hurry because there's nobody here, which is great. So let me go ahead and get some tickets, and I'll catch up with y'all in a bit. This really nice dude's helped me out. Lady charged me for 2. I showed her I only wanted 1 ticket, but she pointed 4, 6. Yes.
You find only 1.
Yes.
But you have 2.
No.
我知道 this is.
谢谢. Thank you for the refund. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, follow me.
Okay. All right, that was awesome. Really honorable people. I told the guy that was like, dude, I had 2 tickets, and I was like, I only wanted 1. And ticket lady like, oh, she showed me the number for 2. I'm like, well, whatever. I just want to get in the park. So ticketing guy was like, no, this ain't right. So he left and took me back to the ticketing booth. Really cool dude, and went there and basically gave me all my cash back for 1 ticket, which it was like $30. So thank you. Way to go, Joyland. Thank you. Shesha.
Okay, fine.
All right, super cool. Again, props to that ticketing agent. Well, actually the gate agent that noticed I had 2 tickets and I didn't have anyone with me. I was kind of surprised. It was 460 renminbi to come in here, which is it's 7-to-1 to 1 renminbi to the US dollar. So it was like 65 some odd dollars to get in, which is like double what I paid pretty much anywhere so far. And I wanted to get in the park, whatever. And the guy's like, no, this isn't right. So it took me back and got my cash back right then and there. He then took me into this little welcome center and made sure he got me a guide, both Chinese and also English. So well done there, Joyland. Like that's service that you ought to be able to replicate other parks in the States, right? Definitely not a Six Flags type park, I'd say that much. But like super prompt attention, really cool. And this place is it's pretty again, just the scale is huge. I mean, you can kind of see there in the back just how far it goes. Really a lot of depth of the midway here. The entryway is pretty cool. But yeah, I know they got, so back to what they have here. I know ni hao. That's a hi in Chinese. That's bare minimum. You got to know like the bare minimum words here, like, you know, ni hao, hello, xie, which is goodbye. No, I'm sorry, zaijian is a goodbye, xie is thank you. Know those three, and you'll get a smile from them every single time you see it. They very much appreciate it. There's little fun character guys all over the place here. Oh, Tom the Train. And Transformers. Oh, cool. No way. So they got all sorts of cool things around here. Hello Kitty. Oh my gosh, it's a Hello Kitty shop. That's wild. Not like I'm a huge Hello Kitty fan. I like kitties. Just not little cute cartoon cats, I guess. Yeah. Everyone's, you kind of get the feeling that like everybody working here is like, since there's like no one here, like, please, like, engage with me, do something, make my day go by a little bit quicker. But yeah, cool. Let me just pivot around. Yeah, I may have to buy one of those Joyland hats later. So real quick, one thing that I was a little bit surprised by, China's been open for a while. By a while, I'd say at least 5 months now, in terms of international visitors. And I figured that I would see some Westerners. I am here on business primarily. This is a weekend, so I've been doing what I can to get my creds and bucket list rides in, right? And I have not seen a single Westerner since I landed in China. Now, mind you, I did come into Tianjin, which is not like it's a big city, don't get me wrong, but it's not like a Shanghai or Beijing or Shenzhen, Hong Kong, where you would definitely probably see some Westerners at that point, but I've not even seen them at the airport yet. So with China having been closed for 4 years now, it's that you can kind of tell that they've actually been really welcoming and like, oh wow, you know, Westerners back. It's kind of like this feeling of, you know, true normalcy coming back when you do start to see people that you used to see years ago, and they're, oh yes, thank you, we're back, you know. And yeah, it's actually it's made me really appreciate China again all that much more. I used to come here about 2 to 3 times a year for work, and the crazy part is this is my first time in China as an enthusiast. I've not even been one yet for 4 years. I'll be coming up on that actually right by the end of the trip in October in Japan as well. It'll be my 4-year mark. But it's my first time here as an enthusiast, and you know, I kind of took it a little bit for granted when I used to come here. I mean, it felt like work, well, because it was. And now, like again, to be back here after 4 years, it's this cool, like, welcoming feeling again. You know, it's like, wow, like I actually did miss this, like this difference in cultures, and this just again, like seeing people that I've forged some pretty good relationships with over the years in business. We've been doing work here in China actually for 25 years. I've been coming over here professionally for 17, and it's nice to be back. New relationships, new people, meeting new people, and they always kind of get pretty excited when even just, you know, different people here, like when they see like me kind of just walking around, because, you know, I kind of stand out a little bit, you know. I mean, I get into an elevator and they kind of like, you know, point out like, oh, well, you're so tall, so big American, you know. it's pretty funny. And now, like, you know, for me, like being like probably a lot of them, their first Westerner they've seen in 4 years, they're just like, whoa, you know, like, he's back, you know. So anyways, enough gabbing on. I'm surprised I can keep doing this on and on. So let's check out this beautiful lagoon area. It's kind of getting a little bit of the lay of the park now. You can kind of see that it just mainly looks to wrap around this whole area, and you can see off in the distance over there. That's where looks like a starry sky ripper. I'm gonna finally learn to say that properly. Not sure what's going on over there, and I have no idea how many rides are here. I think there's like 3 creds, but really it's going to be all about that guy later. But yeah, this I mean, it's like I'm gonna get flack for saying this. It's like a little mini Iowa lagoon, right? I guess Intamin needs to come in here and drop a Velocicoaster light over in that area. You can see where they have definitely fountains up here. I bet they have a killer light show at the end, and fireworks as well for some of those busier weekends in the holidays. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Mini Epcot. That's cool. All right, let's go explore. Okay, I'm starting to think that there's definitely some inspiration from Iowa. Here you got one of those little tram guys going through right here, and this is definitely got a little bit of a Toons Lagoon vibe to it. Kind of cool. Like that guy over there, that'd be like, you know, where I'll get some green eggs and ham. But I bet they do not have green eggs and ham. Actually, never say never. Chinese cuisine is actually really, really extensive. Ni hao. Magic Town. Be like Toontown back in the States. So, here you got the little powered tram coming by, but I swear, I think I see a slight gravity dip right there where it's under its own power. So I think I'm gonna grab that guy, and that's gonna be a total cred. Yep, I'm counting as a +1. Y'all can come over here in China and tell me if it's not, but until then, until someone proves me wrong, that's a +1. I'm calling it now. This is so cool. I can get some Coca-Cola over here. Talk about a global brand. Jeez. Are you licking your fingers clean?
Yes, I am.
It's a bowl. Bowl.
夏季呢，不满1.4米的都需要家长陪同游玩，而不满1.4米的都需要家长陪同游玩。一个家长带一个小孩，坐的时候让小朋友乘坐。
Welcome to the happiness factory. I mean, I don't know about you, but you give me a Mexican Coke, super cold, like pretty much already frozen. Yeah, that makes me happy. That makes me all warm and fuzzy inside. Frankly, that's like my favorite dessert. It's just a super, super cold, natural sugar, like Mexican cola that's been in the freezer for a little bit. In a glass bottle, of course. It's like they're doing some work over there. Is that a shot tower? Looks like it. So, it's 9:35. I wouldn't be surprised if the rides don't open for maybe another hour. All right, I can't tell. Like, this is what's like? It's Amber Heard. Holy crap! She's made it to China. It's got. And looks like that's about right. The only people I care about her now are seahorses. It's the only people who can hang around her now, right? Canceled. Okay, kind of getting a game fort. Honestly, I was getting like medieval church vibes. Probably one of the closest things that you'll find to a church over here. But all right, different lay of the greater lagoon area. Oh, see, there goes the tram again, but I swear it did a dip under its own power. Credit. Oh, look at that dude. Huh. My gosh, just had the funniest thought. Just thought of John Mike and him reacting when I put my first freaking vlog out. He's like, vlogger engaged. I don't know if I'll be doing this very often, because frankly, main reason why I've not done it yet is I just like enjoying the parks, and it's distracting doing this, but this is a lot different because there's no one here to distract me. I don't have my friends with me. We're not all, jabbering away, and I'm not fighting over people in crowds. It's like they just opened the park up just for me, and I can come walk around like behind. Oh, I want to say behind the scene, but like just here you go. Like just come check out the park, get some video, right? These, if I have a monster like house one day and you have like that main front entryway, I don't want lions on the bottom of that staircase. I want these guys right here. Total baller. And yeah, I want like my bodyguards to be like these dudes right here. Just forget the Queen's guards. Like these are the guys that you want. I want that dude right there. Now, it'd be cool if this guy was a little bit live. What's up, buddy? Oh, you like me rubbing your nose? Oh, it just made me think of my dogs. I miss them. Stratus, Nime, Bendito, and Jasper. Miss you all. Oh, God. Is that a mower? There's a mower here. Oh, what? That just also reminded me of I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, somebody posted about that one mower that was no BS, like stuck upside down right there for like 20 minutes, and that would scare the absolute bejesus out of me. So let's hope that doesn't happen. It's a good chance it's not even running today. Kind of like the I didn't show y'all earlier yesterday, but the tilt coaster that they had at Suzhou was not running. It was actually down for maintenance, extended maintenance, which I'm kind of glad about, because that is not a Vekoma tilt coaster. It's a manufacturer here in China, and I'm glad that they take their maintenance protocols seriously, because if there is one thing you do not want to have go wrong, it'd be like, I don't know, ni hao. Well, that maybe, no, it's not the engine of the ride, but anyways, like if there was one ride that you would not want to have go wrong, it'd be like that hold brake on that tilt coaster. Because yeah, we know what happens if that thing disengages and it's not actually locked in that down position where it's going to actually transition the track. It's like, I can say something, but I won't. Forgive my shakiness. This is all just on a iPhone, not like I have anything stabilized or gimbals or anything like that. Just, all right. What do you want to bet this thing's down for maintenance to? And I don't think this is a mower. This looks like a knockoff. Kind of tell from the track construction and the tower support structure. But let's see. Yeah, this looks. Yep. Temporarily closed for equipment maintenance. I'm okay with that. Again, for the same reasons I said about yesterday in that tilt coaster. Good job, maintenance crew. So, one thing similar to I saw yesterday, and kind of give you guys a point of reference, like when the Six Flag parks especially are not busy, you'll find a bunch of places that are just not open, never mind the rides, like, you know, concession stands, restaurants, that kind of thing. Sure, there's some closed, but there's a lot of them that are actually open, like definitely more so on a percentage basis wise than you would see in the US. And I think a big reason for that is they got to keep people employed over here, period. It's you'll oftentimes see like, perfect example, you'll be at an airport like a ticketing agent, and you'll have like no less than 3 people handle your ticket before you board the plane, and whereas anywhere else it'd be 1. Well, there's a crazy amount of people that live here in China, right? And well, they all got to be hopefully gainfully employed, and so sometimes they double and triple up on their labor in areas where, again, back stateside, you just wouldn't really see that because we don't have that many people in relation. Got a little Pirates play area, Pirates treasure. I thought that said crack. It says croc. Say no to crack, because it's whack. All right, if this was yesterday when I was dying of near heat exhaustion, I would totally be fully immersed in that puppy. I have yet to have a noodle bowl yet here, which is really surprising. Not to say I haven't had, you know, some soup or noodles like on the side deal, but whoa, we gotta check out this lady. You know that noodle shop's good because there's a freaking panda making those noodles. Galaxy Energy. I don't know. I can say something stupid, but I won't. I'll say it. Is that where the Guardians of the Galaxy go to get like the Red Bull? Yeah, I told you it was stupid. Oh, I'm gonna definitely come back and check that guy out. But I got my eyes on her. Oh my gosh, you have no idea. You have no idea where my head just went. So, if anyone's ever seen the movie Conan the Barbarian, like one of the greatest 80s movies of all time, it's when you had Schwarzenegger, who just got off of his, I think, 1980 Olympia win, so he was pretty much at his peak. Like, that was the biggest that guy ever was in terms of like playing a role in Hollywood. Anyways, like in that movie, there's this monster like snake temple that like just like same entryway like this, where you got James Earl Jones. There you go. Like he's like the head like king snake dude, and he's got all these people like worshiping him like up these stairs and everything, and going ooh, like all that, yeah, praise the snake and everything. And they got like these beautiful ladies that are unfortunately sacrificing themselves to a pit, you know, with like, I don't know, like a 200-foot snake. Hopefully this lady did not go because she's looking pretty good. She stays fit. She's being constantly showered in the fountain, so you know she stays clean. It'd be the same thing in that movie too. She's like, oh, come to me. Come to me. Oh my gosh, you could actually go all the way up there. All right, real talk. Should I make that stair climb or not? I don't know if my knees will take that, but I don't know. We'll see how far I go. don't know. Maybe they do actually sacrifice some stuff up there at that top of that very phallic-looking temple. No way. No way. So, get your cosplay on. All right. So that's what that lady was doing at that fountain. Okay. Now it's starting to make sense. I think I'll just cosplay as a big, dumb, blonde American. How about that? It's okay, folks. He's a big, dumb animal. Move along. Oh, I'm not going to pan back because I think I'll ruin it. I want to get to the top for that. But yeah, actually that view looks pretty wild behind me. But we'll just focus up here forward for now. It's like the Sauron eye. You know, he sees everything. Always watching. Big brother. Y'all know that reference. Always watching. Always listening. Crap, I'm already tired. I can read that, I promise. Oh, no, wait. Wait, I said I wasn't pan back, but that mower or copycat mower, that just cycled. They said it was down for maintenance, so maybe that's they're just cycling as part of their maintenance routine. It's like a combination Minotaur and I don't know, angel with horns. Dude. Wild. I'm gonna take a quick break. This is these are some steps. And holding a phone, trying to keep it stable is not fun, so be back in like 10 minutes. Right when I said that, Ripper is running. And I'm just gonna call it Ripper going forward because it kind of does look like it rips through the elements. It looked a little slow there, but I'm excited for this. Oh, is that a fly to lie? Cool. It's definitely crawling right now. But good news is it is running. And yeah, I get a good solid number of cycles on that. Doing a little lap through the park, and oh, is that a freaking like T-Rex mountain? That's cool. Yeah, this is a cool vantage point to check out the whole park. There's your mini Epcot. It's, you know, some people give other parks around the world flack for, you know, copying what has been done stateside. I mean, like I said, like Epcot over there. But really, you know what they say, the greatest form of flattery is imitation. So, thank you. We set the bar. Yeah, that hotel is huge too, by the way. And that's the other thing. They're not these hotels. these hotels here are like not expensive to stay at. So like 5-star hotels you can stay for easily 60, 70 bucks a month. Now they may not be a Western hotel, Western being like, you know, a Hilton or someplace like that. So you'll stay in these Chinese 5-star hotels, and most people won't speak any English, but I mean, who cares? If you're able to check in and get downstairs and have their wonderful breakfast that they have every single morning, what more do you really need, right? So, all right, back to focusing on but you got to see like some of these statues again up close. This lady over here, she's banging. She holds that chrome ball so well. You see this phone tumbling? That's me also going with it down probably a couple hundred stairs. So wish me luck. But I mean, look at the detail. Great detailing. Great definition. It's probably an Orange Theory kind of gal. Yeah, oh, it looks like they got a mine train of some sorts running behind, or maybe even through the did I call that Tyrannosaur? I sure hope not. Triceratops. All right, let's focus back on walking again. All right, kind of wrapping up time here at Joyland. There is like more in that back part that kind of looks a little bit like Galaxy's Edge a little bit with the like Tatooine deal, but I gotta move on. I got a date with Dinosaur Land, and been kind of alluding to it as like I gotta go to do that guy, right? That's Dinoconda. Frankly, that's the #1 ride I'm looking forward to here on this trip. I cannot wait, and yeah, like it's only been here an hour and a half, about 2 hours now, and got everything in easily. And I just want to go over there and just marathon Dinoconda. I mean, can you blame me? But yeah, cool park though. It's got the Asian vibe version of Iowa. That's kind of the best way I can put it. Star attraction obviously is a Ripper. I'm just gonna call it that because it's easier than saying Starry Sky Ripper. Cool, good fun B&M. Look at all this. They got Barbie, the Thomas the Train as mentioned earlier, Hello Kitty. Just so cool in here. But yeah, I mean, Joyland is fun. This is a great park. It's even more fun when it's just you pretty much having it yourself. That said, I wish I had some of y'all, all my friends, people I just love to have riding with me. Miss you, babe. Buzz Bars group, everybody in the community. I mean, I'm hoping that what may come from these videos is just definitely, I mean, obviously that the interest is there for people to ultimately come out here. It's just the logistics involved is extremely challenging. This has definitely been the most challenging trip I've done, even though I'm basically piggybacking it off of my business, right? But it's not to say that it's not feasible, because obviously, I'm doing it now. You can plan ahead, but given that the language barrier, the logistics barriers, the pay barriers, again, like they use WeChat Pay and Alipay, all these local like Chinese pay versions that you can't get unless you're a citizen in China or you have a bank account in China, and I'm not opening a bank account here anytime soon. So you gotta work with a bunch of cash currency, local currency, and you just ask a lot of people, be real friendly. Hey, my DD doesn't work. Can you please help me get a taxi? Like go into a Western hotel. They can a lot of times help, and you just kind of make it work. It takes infinite patience. You may be walking a whole lot and asking Google Translate to do a whole lot of work for you, but it's definitely possible. I'm doing it, and so can you. So yeah, get out there and start looking at Google Flights, because this has been a wild experience out here, and I'm very much looking forward to coming back. So yeah, that was great, man. Appreciate it. Hey, this guy's the man right here. He's the one that makes sure that they took care of me on my ticket, but very, very helpful. But yeah, make sure y'all get out to Joyland, great park. All right, talk to y'all soon later. Oh yeah, keep forgetting this. This is where I start to say like, comment, subscribe. So yep, you know what to do. Later.